YouTube community. Today we're going to be showing how to install an ATI Strikeforce Elite furniture on an AK-47, specifically the Wasser 1063. So here laid out on the table I have the furniture that we will be installing. From the buffer tube, we had all the upper handguard, the lower handguard, pistol grip, and then finally the collapsible stock, which I think is the most valuable part of the entire furniture set. So first off, I would like to thank Pete out at the Armory channel for sending me this set, the furniture, as I won a contest out on his channel. If you somehow know about me but not him, I recommend you go check out his channel. I will put a link in the bottom below this video so you can find his channel. Great guy. Like I said, he sent me out this set, which is very generous of him. Unfortunately, it's been a couple weeks that I've had it that I haven't been able to make this video. That is because the lower handguard here that he sent me did not fit on my Wasser 1063. However, I was able to call ATI up, and their customer service is fantastic. I explained to them that it was too short to fit on my lower handguard, and they sent me out a brand new one, free of charge, no questions asked. They just asked my name and address and sent it out. So I will give ATI a huge thumbs up. Thank you so much for listening to your customers and taking care of what needs to be done. So to start, we are going to be installing the buffer tube, I guess it would be called in the AR-15 world, but just the tube which holds the collapsible stock. And to do that, you're going to want to remove the wood stock that comes with it. If you haven't seen how to, or if you don't know how to remove the furniture from your AK-47, we do have another video out there that just goes over the process of removing the furniture from the AK. I recommend you go watch that first, so go ahead and pause this video. I'll put a link to our video, the other video, which is how to remove the furniture, up in the corner here. And go watch that first, remove the furniture from your AK, and then come back to this one. So to start off, we're going to put in the collapsible stock, the aluminum collapsible stock aspect of it. So what you're going to need to do this is an Allen key, a 7/64 inch Allen key that goes on the screw here. I already have mine in just so I wouldn't lose it, but what you're going to do is install it in the rear of the receiver. Now to do this, mine didn't fit quite right, because if you can see here, on the edges it was a little bit rounded and it wasn't flat. So when I tried to put this in, it wasn't sitting flush with it, because obviously this is squared and then this was round and it wouldn't go in far enough to get the screw through. So what I had to do is I got a file such as this, and I just lightly filed off the corner here and squared it up. You might have some issues with that too, and I would recommend just getting a file, making sure that this is square and not rounded so that this will fit flush. So if you have any issues with that, that's what I'd recommend, is taking a file to it and cleaning it up. So what you're going to want to do is install it here and wiggle it on. It is a tight fit. I'd recommend using a rubber mallet here and just tapping the back of it to get it to go into the receiver. Okay. And then find the screw that comes with it, and again it's a 7/64 hex key to get it in, and just screw it in there. Now you might want to use some Loctite on this just to make sure it's not going to move in or move out on you. I'd recommend the blue Loctite, not the red, just in case you ever do decide to take it off. And it comes with a form of Loctite on it already though, so you might not need to. So after you get that installed, it should come tight. However, if it came and it was loose, you may need an AR wrench such as this, and you're going to want to put it around the 3 rings here and just tighten it down. However, like I said, when you get it, it comes staked and tight, so you shouldn't have to worry about it. However, if you've got a used one or something and it came loose, just know that you can use, it's called an AR wrench, and you can tighten it down using that. So next, what you're going to want to do is install the actual stock that comes with it. Now to do this, what you're going to want to do is to pull down on this area of it here, pull it straight down, and then slide it over the top. So pull straight down, slide it over the tube, and it should just go right over it. And now it'll stay on there, and it's fixed on the, and it comes, you can put it on any of 5 different positions. Like I said, this is my favorite part of the stock because the traditional wood stock was far too short for me, so this allows you to adjust the length of pull, whether you're short, and this is about as long as the wood one was, or if you're tall like me, 6'4", you can extend it all the way, and it just gives you a longer length of pull, which I really like. You can also install this cheek riser, which I will show later in the video, and that just looks like that, so we'll get to that later. Next, while we're towards the rear here, I guess I will install the pistol grip. To do that, you're going to need to remove the bottom 2 screws on the base plate with a Phillips head screwdriver. And it slides straight down. Now in here you're going to have a screw, and this is going to use another Allen key. And this one is going to use a 3/16 Allen key, if I remember correctly. Yep. So we're going to turn the AK over here. Now to do this, when you've removed your other one, I mentioned this in the other video, but you're going to want the little piece of metal here that it screws into facing in the same direction here that I have it, which is down and then towards the rear of the stock. Okay, so now to install the pistol grip, like I said, you want to have this angled back and towards the rear of the gun. And you're going to slide the pistol grip that ATI supplies, or gives you, right on and over the screw, and then tighten it down. And I guess okay. Again, if you want, you can apply some Loctite, but it should be okay without it. And then just do the exact opposite of how you put it on there. You're just going to slide the base back on. And I've actually had really good luck with this pistol grip. It's got some sort of technology in it. I'm not sure what they called it, but the rear of it is very spongy and it feels really comfortable to shoot. Some of you may find it a little thicker for your liking. It's not. It's obviously quite a bit thicker than the standard Tapco, I believe it is, pistol grip that comes on like the washers and whatnot. But for my big hands, it fills my hands nicely, and I really like it. So as you can see, we have the rear of the ATI stock installed. Now we're going to move onwards to the fore end. Now to do this, it's a little tricky. What you need is the gas tube for the AK-47, and this goes on the upper. This is the upper handguard, which goes in the gas tube. And so to install the upper handguard on your gas block, or on your gas tube rather, what you're going to want is these 2 plastic tabs go towards the front. If it was on here, it's going to go towards the front of the AK. So you're going to, again, do it the same way as if it was, as if you're doing it on the wood. Oh, sorry, again, as you can see, the 2 tabs towards the front of the gas tube. And You're just going to want to push it on there so it's flush. And then grab a wrench and rotate it. And again, it doesn't matter which way you rotate it, just whichever way it'll go. Now this part can be kind of hard. The tabs will tear up your hands, but almost got it. A little more. And there you go. To install the lower handguard, what you want to do is you're going to want to place it flush with the receiver and push it up. Now, like I said, when I first got my lower handguard from Pete out at the Armory channel, it was too small and wasn't fitting on my Wasser 1063. But I called ATI, they sent me a new one. You may have the same issue. I'm guessing that I had some sort of fluke crazy accident and that it probably won't happen very often. Make sure it's level again and flush. And then I recommend getting a rubber mount and again hitting on the sling mount just to tap it in as close as you can to the lower handguard. Just getting it to sit flush. And then you're going to want to turn this pin over. It's a little difficult. Sometimes you might need to use a wrench again just to turn it over. Alright, and I'll put it back in the vise. And now we can install the upper handguard. Alright, so now to install the upper handguard again in the gas tube, you'll want to slide it on the front, tap it down on the back, and then there's a lever here, which you're going to rotate back down. Now I've found it a little bit more difficult with the plastic ATI furniture to turn this down again, but if you get a wrench, it'll work okay. It's a little more difficult than the wood, but tighten it down and then rotate it. I'll have to do this off camera, guys. No, I'm gonna have to do this off. Alright, so now I've got the upper handguard installed. I just had to give it a little tap on the little lever over here in order to get it to seat. I found that with the plastic ATI handguard, it is a little bit stiffer and trickier to get this to maneuver as opposed to with the traditional wood. But once it's on there, and you should only have to take it off sparingly for cleaning. But now this is all the ATI furniture here, and so we're just going to reassemble it and give you a show of how it looks. Let's put it back together. If you don't know how to do this, I guess I don't know. Go find a video on YouTube. It's probably the most simple thing there is out there, or just go watch my video on how to take it down and do the opposite of that. Get the desk over here. Oh, that popped out. Okay. So, I'll take it out of the vise here and show you guys the completed project here. I think it looks really good. I am a proponent of the all black on the AK. I think it looks really sharp, and it's as well as just more ergonomic as opposed to the wood. Feels better in your hands. Overall it looks better. Like I said, you can adjust the length of pull. So whether or not you're tall, short, if you're going to be sharing the rifle amongst friends, they can adjust it to their length of pull and just become a more comfortable rifle all around. So here's this side. I'll turn it over quick. So yeah, here's the ATI Strikefire Elite stock or furniture on the AK-47. And in the next couple videos, we're going to be showing some comparisons between this one and the wood. And then we're also going to be installing some Midwest Industry furniture on a different AK and comparing that one to this one as well. It's going to be a little bit more costly, coming in at about double the price of the ATI furniture, but I think it's also some really quality stuff. So if you're considering other options for AK-47 furniture, stick around and we're going to show you some Midwest Industry mag-pull combination on an AK-2. So, like I said, this is the ATI furniture. Thanks again to Pete out at the Armory channel for sending it out. I really appreciate it, and it looks really nice. If you want, you can install some Picatinny rails up in the front. It just comes with the rails, the screws you screw down there. I'm not going to go into that because I like to keep my my systems as light as possible up here, so I'm not going to be installing them. But it is a very simple process to do if you so choose so. If you choose to do so. So thanks again from everyone out here at WHM Arms, and stay tuned for some more AK-47 videos.